Hello guys, it's Saturday. We weighed in today at like 238, 237.5 I think it was. So it's basically 238. Well, last night was actually a PR for me for body weight, nighttime weight. I was 241. I haven't been that. Most I've been was 240. And I was happy about being that 240. So being at 241, I was stoked about that. I didn't video it, but I didn't time my meals properly, which was an issue because I ate too much at one point, and being already overly bloated from being at such a high body weight right now, I took my vitamins this morning and then brushed my teeth and like hit the back of my uvula. And like I almost threw up. So I had to like walk around putting music on, clenching my jaw, humming and all this stuff. And Nabil came out, he's like, I didn't know you listened to this music. And I was just like, I can't talk right now because I'm about to throw up, you know? But I think today, honestly, I'm gonna just have a energy drink. So today, just gonna have an energy drink, just 200 caffeine. I'm going to hope my body weight will be enough energy for me. I don't think I need 400 to be honest today. I took some, what was it? Gorilla Shroom, and then you just saw me, I took the Gorilla Mind Smooth. But I don't think I'm going to need 400 today, actually. Even though we have a heavy single on squats. I'll bring one just in case, actually. Hello. Before we go to the gym, I need to fill up on air on my one tire. Actually, I need to get new tires soon because the tread on them is eating away in this Texas weather, Texas roads. I'm not used to it, you know. Coming from like where I'm from in Minnesota, I don't have to travel as far, you know. It's like, it's maybe less than 15 miles if I want to go to the grocery store, the gym, back home, and then something else, you know, versus now I'm driving about, well, it's still, I don't know, it must be shorter than that. It just takes longer. I'm not used to it. What I'm used to is 1 mile pretty much per minute, but like you'll have it where it's almost like sometimes like double or triple that. Oh geez, I gotta take a right. That's what I'm doing wrong, because I gotta fill up my one tire. That's one thing that kind of sucks though, you know? You ever have it where it's only one tire and they make you pay for air here. So I'm paying for air for only one tire when I could have gotten it all four, but or the other three, but the other three are fine. Wow, I feel so big today. You know, I put on a shirt, and you know when it's like a shirt that's typically like not tight, but it's tight now, you know? I feel good. I feel low-key, like, unhealthy. But I think it's just because it's one of those, like, first days of hitting that 241. I had a couple people DM me and a few texts in the comments section of the SBD, the last SBD video. And, is like, oh, you're gonna regret your health, all this stuff, right? But at the same time, you know, and they're like, you should clean up your foods with more vegetables and all this stuff. And thank you for giving me your opinion, right? But I'm eating so much food. I don't think vegetables are gonna be the way to do it, you know, and not right now, to say the least. I will say probably my diet needs to be fixed a little bit, you know, because no one's perfect. But at the same time, right, not yet. I'm going to say not yet. I'm just going to enjoy my youthfulness, you know, and if I need to have it where, let's say by age 27, 30, that I have to go and eat, you know, the veggie way, and I'm going to have to load up those veggies with a crap ton of butter, because we know veggies, you can have it where it's like, oh yeah, this is a healthy salad, but then they throw it up like ranch and all these dressings, and then the salad that was originally maybe like 420 calories gets up to like 1,200, right? So, I don't know, I gotta look more into that. But it's like, I don't know, some people were getting scared that I was gonna be pre-diabetic or something, but I really don't think so. Reason for it, right, especially, I was talking with one of the Gymshark athletes, Ross Edgley, right, and he was talking about how he was drinking / eating around like 12 to 15,000 calories when he was doing the swimming, because swimming burns so many calories, right? And a big question I had was, like, because most of it's coming from like sugars, right? The sugar, like sugar juice is like I'm drinking in my workouts, right? A lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna get diabetes from drinking that in your workouts, right? So I just want to get his opinion on it. And he told me, he goes, yeah, I had that same question pretty much when I talked with the doctor. And because of the exercise I'm doing, it almost makes it where I'm, I don't know if the word was insulin sensitive or insulin resistant. I can't remember which is which, right? But basically it makes it where then he's not going to be diabetic. You guys probably know which one it is. I can't think of it right now. If you're insulin sensitive, I don't know which one it is, but besides the point, right? He was burning enough calories where it wasn't affecting that. I had the craziest thing happen. My card wasn't working, and Dave kept telling me to set up Apple Pay on my phone. And this is the first time I got to use it, because I kept swiping and swiping and swiping, and it just said card not authorized, card not authorized. So then I just did that double clicks on my phone, and it worked. So that came in handy. I didn't think I was going to ever use it. I kind of felt like it was annoying on my phone, because like sometimes I would double click it trying to turn it off, and then that thing would pop up. It would just get annoying. But we're going to drive to the gym and get warmed up on squats. I can't talk too much in the car when I'm on the way, because, well, to be honest, my camera overheats because the sun just melts the battery. I don't want that having to happen. So I'll see you when I get to the gym. What's up, guys? We just made it back. We just made it, actually, to the gym. Oh, man. I've only finished, there's probably this much left. I feel bloated. I'm gonna be honest, but we'll see. I gotta get warmed up on squats. I gotta feel how my hips are and my back. We pulled that 804, and I gotta figure out for next Wednesday. I don't know if we're pulling heavier or what. I don't know what Sean has in store for us, but we'll see. Maybe we'll go heavier. I don't know. Oh, man. I don't feel tired, man. Maybe I just feel lethargic from being so big. I gotta get some steps in. Gotta walk. think since his shoulders like 2 times in a row. I actually went a little harder on him than typically do. My mobility is a little lacking right now, so I gotta do a couple of these bad boys. Just see how they feel. It's not gonna be an issue. My lats are super sore though. I think it's the combination of the 804 and having it on that Thursday. We had our back hypertrophy day. Yep. Got an RP 8.5 today, so it's gonna depend on a couple things, how we feel, how the knees feel, but so far, we'll know by 2 to 3 reps how we're feeling, you know? We'll get into it. I don't know if I'm gonna do 3 reps and I'm throwing the knee sleeves on. I might do it raw, then throw the knee sleeves on, and then just keep going up. But the brace is feeling the way we needed it to be, you know? I didn't get as much food as I wanted in this training session, but it's to a point where I'm at a heavier body weight now. I still brought the Pop-Tarts and the lemonade, so we're still getting that in. Might probably have to do Taco Bell after this, because we just woke up later than usual. Like I didn't get enough sleep, so having it where it's like I woke up at like an automatic 6 a.m. and having it where then I had to go back to bed, and I woke up at 10, you know? So that was like 4 hours of not eating. But it's fine, because we're at standard body weight. I had somebody ask me, like, when do you prioritize sleep over food or food over sleep? And it's like, kind of depends on, you know, if I have it where, you know, if I'm less weight, you know, I'm going to prioritize my food over the sleep. But if I'm like at a fine sleep, I'll prioritize sometimes the food over the sleep. And then sometimes sleep over food. It kind of just depends on so many things, you know. It's like, also, can you get your naps in? You know, sometimes I feel like if I can get in like 2,000 extra calories or 1,000 more calories, maybe like 2 hours less sleep, but then I can do like a 45-minute nap and have it where then like my brain doesn't feel like foggy, but my body's still fine, you know. I'm not trying to sleep 6 hours every single day, obviously, you know, but sometimes, you know, shit happens. So if I can have it where, you know, I gain more food that week, which is then going to contribute to eating, you know, being a heavier body weight the next week, then, you know, sometimes it's all right to have a little lack of sleep. I skipped on my hack squats on Monday because, one, I've had it where I push my hack squats to the point where then when I have an 800-pound pull this following week, it can fuck up my quads firing, you know. So I want to see. I've done this I did it last block, and it actually did well. Where I either cut the volume entirely or lower it, you know. But that wasn't my true intention of doing it. Well, actually, why I didn't do it last week was actually because there's like 20 or 30 people in here, and there's so many people, and I was probably here way too long. And I was like, if I do my accessory parts, I'm gonna, because it's still like a 45-minute drive home, I'm gonna get to a point where I'm not going to bed till around like 2. That was before that 2 thing was happening. So I had to take that accessory over food. So sometimes it's sleep over food, or accessories over food, or accessories over sleep, etc. Y and Z. But it's fine. It's not gonna affect me right there, you know. Accessories I feel like are most important. Beginning of the block. I'm still doing them, you know. It's not like I'm not I'm not doing my accessories. I am, you know. But it was just this one time over the week I was like, oh crap, like, you know, gotta kind of cut it out. Oh yeah. Come on. sleeves on 3, belt on 4. So it's sleeves on 3 reds, belt on 4 reds. That'll get us to the 485. Or actually, no, that's 496 because the squat bar, my bad. And then, we'll wing it from there at that point. Like, I think 672 would be a good number to hit. But I want everything not to just move good, but I also want it to feel good, you know? Having it where I've benched 396, 397 or whatever twice now. My chest has gotten, maybe that's what it was. It wasn't actually the lateral raises, it was the chest that was pumped. That's probably what it was instead of the lateral raises. Because like I've done lateral raises twice on things, doesn't make sense, but having it where we've done 397 twice now, that's probably why we were tighter. But anyways, that volume on top of the squats and the deadlifts, you know, I'm not gonna try to get like too mentally fucked up about it because at the end of the day, I know I have strength to do it. You know, I just need to have it where everything's executed correctly. You know, like I hit the hole correctly, my feet are rooted, the breath is where I need it to be, you know, not too much, not too little. I just need everything. Oh my gosh, perfect. Oh yes. Fuck you. What we wanted, that's exactly the speed we needed, that's how we wanted it to feel. Now we just have to keep it going. So we got like a 573, 585. Fuck you! Fuck you! Alright. That was 584 we just did. That moved is actually the speed that we had last week, pretty much. Come on, we'll throw red on. It's like a 606. Maybe we'll throw a white on, so it'll be around like a 617. This is mine. I'll have to do this. This is my last warm-up. This is my last warm-up. No fear. No fear. Come on! Fuck you! Fuck you! Alright, so that wasn't terrible. I'll take that. Going up, what, 50, 67, 22 pounds? Fatigue is settling in now because we're getting close to that threshold. So things aren't moving like fast. Like just last week we moved fast, but this is like, okay, this is normal-ish speed. So we're gonna have to get more shit in check now. I gotta be on top of my crap more because we can't be getting that fatigue, you know what I'm saying? So, 672. Three sets of 4. We did 540 last week. What was that, 280 kilo? 270, 250, 245. That's 540. Okay, we did that for 4. At that point, I moved this thing one down because your boy got short this week. Holy crap, I was like having to wiggle it off the pegs almost. Sean was happy with the 672, so I'll take that. You know, usually like I can get, what's nice when you have a coach is like you can't get in your own head about it. If somebody goes, no, that's good, you know, because if coach says it's good, then it's good. I stand by that, you know. There's obviously like, yeah, depending on how you feel and everything, but I have this thing though where if I look at it like right away, I'll always think it's not fast enough, you know. And then like the next day I'll like wake up, check it, and be like, oh geez, it feels like it moved like 8 times faster. One thing I do try to do though is like I'll take it out, like I'll take the video and point it away and like squint my eyes, so like I can't even like focus on anything. It's just I see this guy go up. You know, that's how I kind of judge, like, oh, it moved good. So I just go, squint my eyes, scroll comes up. I could have honestly went a little little faster down. But, that power out of the hole. That, you know, that is from horizontal leg press, my friends. Nice is I know I can grind out a squat, and I've been holding them at the top too, because in junior nets, jeez, I gotta fix how it stops. I jumped the command on the junior nets on my 3rd squat. I had like 633 loaded, and I completed the rep. It's just like after I like, you know, got it up, I took a step forward before the judges said rack. That's an issue we can't have happen. So, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit and get the bench set up. Medium grip, 2s. Let's see, the chest is, I don't know, it just seems like it's sore, but I'm not gonna get in my head about it, you know? Oh, I have to take the shirt off. Oh, yeah. I feel the triceps. Biggest thing is seeing how the shoulder feels, too. I don't care. I have to go lighter today. not the most intention in this training today, but I'm not gonna be mad if I have to, you know? We'll see how it goes. Tomorrow, I gotta fuel back up because today's session is good. It's going good, all right? I'm not disappointed with any of the session, but I can tell we crammed our meals in, which I don't like because the pre-workout don't hit as much, you know? So if I accidentally like wake up at 6 a.m., I gotta stop being like a loser and like act like I'm gonna go back to bed and then like almost stay up for 15 minutes rolling around being like, why can't I fall asleep? I just gotta eat something. I love when nobody's in the gym. Like when nobody's here, dude, it's my favorite thing. Like, I've had so many people ask me like, yo, Sawyer, drop a playlist, right? Because the music I use in my videos. But sometimes I have complete music, different tastes, you know? But also like, I'm a gatekeeper kind of when it comes to like music. Because it's like, sometimes if I see it, if I have an idea for like a music, I never want to put it in a video if I know it's not going to be like used to its fullest potential. Oh, fuck you. Come on. Okay. Come on, quit being a pussy. Quit being a fucking pussy! Fuck you! Ah! Fuck yeah! Oh! I was stoked about that because bench, especially with the medium grip, where I don't know when my tricep is going to say no, you know, and having it where wanting to go up in weight because it's the next week, but also not being fully sure with how you're feeling, you know, when it doesn't feel like you're spot on, when you don't have that full confidence of, oh, I'm a fucking brick shit house right now, you know. I have that same confidence with Bodyweight, but like I said, we did 397 our first on Monday, and then we also did it again on Wednesday. That's so much extra shit that I didn't know what I could do today. So we upped it 5 pounds. So instead of 374, it was 380. Oh, what, 6 pounds. And not only was the pause better than last week, I think it actually moved better too, you know, so pause and movability. And also 5-pound PR that I've done on bench. And bench is one of those movements where I'm specifically very passionate about when I hit a PR, because I have to work my ass off with that. Like, it's the hardest lift for me, you know, and I want to have it where we do PR out of everything, you know, on that bench press, you know. So we did our 352s, like max grip or something for our 4s. We're going to our max grips right now. I'm going to do 345, I think this is. Either 345 or 347, I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 155 kilo or something. I'm going to bring it down to like one more, because it's max grip. Rep this up for a couple sets. And then we got some other stuff. You know, you guys know the drill right now. You guys watched the last video. By the way, thank you guys for watching my last video, the SBD session. I said like, hey, hopefully it cancels out to make like $12 for the Taco Bell, and I think I didn't maximize all the ads because I don't want to annoy you guys. I know some fucking people just throw on like all the ads. I think they give you up to like 3 to 4 different versions of ads, like non-skippable and all these ones. I did like the 2 main ones, which is like ones that like pop up and then ones that you can skip, I think. I think you get paid more for the non-skippable ones, but I didn't want to annoy you guys. So I only like put the 2 easy ones on there so I can make a little bit, and I think I made like, let me check, because I want to be honest with you guys. Go to analytics. We'll see how much it actually means, because sometimes I feel like it can be iffy. But it said, oh shit! It says I made $54. Damn. That's cool. How many Taco Bells is that? Well, that's like 3 or 4 Taco Bells. We're gonna take it down. The workout is done. I have a little predicament. I'm in a predicament. So the dog, right, chewed the key, like, to my car, so it doesn't stay on the lanyard. So I've been losing the lanyard like every day, it seems like. And I can't remember, did I just grab the key and come to the gym? Or did I bring the key and the lanyard? I can't remember. And I looked in the gym. It might be in my gym bag. We'll find out when we get home. But we're in like this kind of, we don't know, you and I, we're gonna find out if I have it or not, and if Nabil locked the door. Because if he did, right, that means we don't have a key to get in. And Nabil sleeps hard, because I remember the first time I came here to Houston, he got here a day ahead of me, and I rolled in at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And the dude, and I kept calling him, and he locked me out of the house. So I had to sleep in the car at our first place, which was like an Airbnb house, for like a couple hours until he woke up and saw the messages. So I hope we don't have a little poeticness of thing happening. But if I'm the one who lost the lanyard, I mean, it's like, yeah, technically my fault. So I gotta figure out, I can't remember if I brought it with me or not. I hope it's in my gym bag, but I can't tell why I would, oh my gosh, what is this dude doing? I can't remember if I did or not. Honestly, I don't think I did. I think I just had my 2 energy drinks and my key, and that was it, with my fanny pack. But I thought I put it in my fanny pack for some reason. And it's not in there because I looked. So we're gonna drive home and we're gonna find out, did I bring it? Oh my gosh, dude. Just people crossing the street. Overall, the workout was good. I'm happy about that 380 bench for 2. I just checked next week's program. Light. I'm so happy about that. Just light session. And then I don't know what we're doing after. I don't know if we're doing a light session, then like a nice big pull, or we're doing 2 light sessions and then meet. I don't know. But I gotta go. I gotta figure out who's gonna take care of the dog. So whether get like a doggy daycare. And then I also, oh wow, I gotta talk to Gymshark. I do. Dang, okay. It's kind of funny. I used to be super scared of driving in the city, because coming from a small town where we only have like 3 stoplights, and then going to an interstate that has like 4 to 5 different ways to drive freaked me out. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. You know, I wouldn't say I'm the master at it, but I'm good enough. The squat, I hope I can sleep it off, but I'm not happy with that squat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted it to move a lot faster, but I gotta just remember that is not 300 kgs. That's 305. So the squat bar is different, you know? I'm gonna look at my 384 because it's closer to the 384 than the 300 kgs because I've ripped 300 kgs, you know? Maybe I should have done 300 kgs instead of 372, but at least I know like the grind point is still good, you know? Because my first 700 was a, oh man, it cuts out. I know I have it in me, you know, I got that dog in me where if I have to, I can just like scream it out and it will be at the top. You know, I have yet to have it where that doesn't work. The day it doesn't work, I'd probably die. I had a video on the Instagram blow up. It was when I failed my 315 squat. I was like probably like 16 at a time. Funny story about that. I know a lot of you guys been like I get messages all the time where you guys ask me, Sawyer, how do you manage your training with work when you did, you know, because this is, well, I used to have it where I had 2 jobs, right? And this is all I can tell you. If you're in high school, if you're in college, or even if you're doing a normal job, right? Two things, right? They're going to be split if you're in high school / college versus if you're out on your own 9 to 5s, right? Biggest thing is if you can pick a job that isn't going to tax the body, right? I would much rather have a job that taxes the mind more so than the body, because then gym becomes more of a therapy more than anything, you know? So with me, everybody was in my high school, right, was doing concrete, and you were making really good money, but I would notice, okay, these kids would do concrete and they would get skinny as fuck. They won't get really any stronger, right? They would be too tired to go to the gym because they've been pouring since 3-4 in the morning, right? So having it where I picked a job that was more easy on my body. So I picked lifeguarding, right? Make sure nobody fucking drowns. And I did that as a part-time job, right? Then I also did that job because it got me keys to the gym. So I was able to train earlier or later. I usually wouldn't do later. I wouldn't like try to train later because the janitors always caught me and kicked me out. I got kicked out so many times. I remember getting sworn out by the janitors because they caught me like being there ultra late. But at the same time, it was like the only thing that was good, you know? Like most kids were outside partying on the weekends and I would be using my key to go to the gym, you know? But it's all right. I had this one time where a coach caught me and I felt like a shit bricks, right? I was so scared because I thought, oh my goodness, he's gonna tell somebody that I was at the gym at 1 in the morning, right? And I remember going to his office and I was like, hey, so-and-so, Mr. So-and-so. I was like, you're not gonna tell anybody that I was at the gym at 1 in the morning, right? And he's like, Sawyer, I would much rather have you be at the gym at 1 in the morning on the weekend than somewhere else, you know, insinuating like, hey, there's much worse things that you could be doing, like partying or getting drunk or whatever that is. Dang, somebody must have died. 27 minutes. So, having it, oh my gosh, thank you for blinding me, bro. So that was just one instance that I was like, trying to expand my training, you know. So I took a non-taxing job. My second job, because I had 2 jobs at the time, I picked It was a clothing store. So it was like a retail store, sold like clothes, jackets, shoes, things like that. And I got paid a little bit more, and I could take on more hours because lifeguarding was only a part-time job. So I would have it where I would train in the mornings, and then after school I would have practice, and then I would have my part-time job from like 7:30 to 9 as a lifeguard, and then on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, or just Sunday sometimes, I would have a normal 9 to 5, which was the shoe store. And I just tried picking jobs that were non-taxing, and then at the same time I was using that jobs to further my goals. So I didn't have a car until like 11th grade. I rode my bike everywhere. I'd ride my bike to the gym, the grocery store, anytime I needed, right? That's what I would do. So having it where I would do anything that I could to just get my training in or further my training. So whether I'd be like, okay, hey, if I needed a new camera, right? I had to work my ass off to get a new camera. That was the lifeguarding job. And then the reason why I picked up the retail job was because I needed a computer, because summer was starting, and I was using the school's computers to edit my videos on iMovie. And I decided, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna up my game and get a MacBook and get Final Cut. And I worked, and my idea at first was, I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to just work until I can afford the MacBook, and then I'm gonna quit. And then I got the MacBook, and then I was like, oh, I'm still making decent money. I can afford a little bit of better food. It makes it a little bit easier on my life. And then I can buy other things that I need. So I kept that job. And those things helped me so much, you know. For starters, right, the lifeguarding job gave it where I had an in to my training, right? And then the retail job also helped communication almost, where I maybe wasn't the best at communicating and talking to people, but having a job that forced me to do this and talk to random strangers was a huge plus, because then I don't have an issue talking with people, especially in social media. When you meet people, it's so weird when you meet influencers that are so talkative, right? I feel like most influencers that are really good, they're also very introverted, because the only friend they actually talk to is the camera. But then actually when they meet their real friends, or not friends, when they meet their followers that actually put money and time and all this stuff in them, they're just like, hey, how's it going? And then your followers are like, what the fuck is with this dude? This is nothing like the dude I found on social media, right? So, off topic though, right? That I did things that would be centered around my training. That's all I did. I didn't let anything change from that. And that's very difficult, I know, for a lot of you guys. But at the same time, you guys have to understand, what is your goal? What do you want? And at the same time, I was so tunnel vision focused for what I want. And I'm here now, and I do have it. I'm the proof that you can do it, right? It's just, how bad do you want it? Because I fucking grinded. I did not get any, it wasn't like a miracle of, oh, I blew up on a TikTok video and that's how I got my platform. I made a fucking transformation video that got 400K, but then I had to still upload videos, right? Then uploaded my deadlift transformation that got like 300 some K, and then that had to still upload, right? And then I had to still further my training, and then I had to get stronger and stronger, and then guess what? COVID happened, all right? Views went down because guess what? I couldn't even create content. Why? Because I didn't even have a gym, so I had to build up a gym just so I could train, right? After COVID was done, well, guess what? COVID wasn't done in my town. It was still another year. I couldn't train in my high school. So while more influencers were training back in the gyms and fitness was popping again, I had to train in a garage, right? The downsides of being in a small community that only has one fitness center, essentially, right? So all these small steps, though, are stepping stones to get me to where I'm at now, to get me where I'm grateful for certain things that have happened in my life, right? And those are things you guys can think about when you feel like, oh shit, I don't have this or I don't have that, because at the end of the day, you don't need everything. You don't need a $3,000 camera. You don't need a Sigma 24-70. You don't need a Sony a7S III because your favorite influencer has that, right? It doesn't matter about that. Just create and show. That's the biggest thing. My biggest advice for people that want to start out is take as many videos as possible and as many photos as possible. But more so the videos, because if you can have video footage of how you actually feel, that is more important than just the photo, because things change, emotions change, you grow as a human. And it's something where if I can look back at when I was 17 and I'm like, holy crap, think about how much I've changed and evolved into the person that I do want to be, you know? Oh my God, I gotta get in that. I gotta get in that. I gotta get in there. I gotta get in there, bro. Come on, friend. Come on. Oh my gosh, I gotta get in that side. Come on, buddy. I gotta get in that. Sorry, dude, I gotta get this thing to fix. But the moral of the story is, if you actually want it, you can have it, right? Don't let anyone say, oh, you can't have it, because fitness has now become such a wide version of things that you can essentially be, you can be in the industry in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's a videographer, right? How LT did it. Whether that's, oh, I'm going to be this. I'm going to be honest. So most people, they want to be that idol. They want to be idolized, right? I don't like that. I don't believe in the ideas of idolization, right? Most people who do become idolized and all this stuff, right, usually don't have the pure intentions of becoming idolized, right? It's usually like the secondary people that like get so butthurt about things because people don't idolize them, and then what is going on? And then they get issues about stuff, right? So don't come in this industry thinking, oh, hey, I want people to worship me. I want people to think I'm the fucking shit, right? Because that's stupid, right? Because at the end of the day, just like so many other things, some person could come along and just take your spot. It's like, oh, some person could be like just stronger, better looking, more aesthetic, better talking. So unless you have it where you're just a normal person and you just tell people like how you are, that's where they're going to find your journey. This got so off topic, and I didn't try to, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm going to pay attention to the traffic because it's pretty crazy. Leave a comment, like, all that stuff. It really helps. I'm excited that I got $50 off that last SBD session. Let's go. More Taco Bell means more gains, which means stronger Sawyer. So thank you guys. I'm not going to annoy you with ads, though. I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the SBD thing. It's not going to be like, I don't want to put the non-skippable ones because that annoys you guys. But yeah, love you guys. Goodbye.